An urgent notification popped on my screen, not like others, not normal at all, no simple message, no random alert, just those three words, flashing quietly. For you, urgent, and my heart skipped a beat because something about it felt different, not loud, but heavy, like it carries something I'm not ready for, and I stared at the screen for a moment too long, thinking maybe it's nothing, just a mistake, just another notification from nowhere. But deep inside, I knew this isn't normal. This isn't random because feelings don't react without reason, and mine reacted immediately before I even opened it, before I understood. Like my body knows something my mind doesn't, and my fingers hovered over the screen, not moving, just waiting, because opening it means something, means truth, means reality. And sometimes reality hurts more than silence, more than unknown. And I wasn't ready, not fully, but I tapped it anyway because avoiding truth doesn't erase it, it just delays the pain, and the message opened slowly, like time slowed down, on purpose, making me feel every second, every heartbeat, every breath. And there it was, right in front, not long, not detailed, just simple words, but sharp. We need to talk. Four small words. Huge impact, because those words never mean something light. They don't bring comfort. They don't bring ease. They bring questions. They bring fear. And I felt it immediately. That tight feeling in my chest, that quiet panic rising slowly, because I've seen this before, not exactly this, but similar, and it never ends. The way you hope, never soft, never easy. And I sat there, frozen, reading it again and again, hoping it changes, hoping it's different. But it stayed the same, unmoved, unchanged, like truth that doesn't bend. And I started thinking, too much. What did I do? Did I miss something? Did I say something wrong? Did I ignore something important? Because our mind always goes there, to blame, to question, even without knowing the full story. And I checked the time, late night, quiet hours, when everything feels more intense, more real, more heavy. And I wondered, why now? Why this moment? Why not earlier? Why not tomorrow? Because timing changes everything. And this timing feels intentional, like it's meant to shake me, to wake something inside me. And I leaned back slowly, trying to breathe normally, but it wasn't easy. Not now, because thoughts don't slow down, they rush all at once, filling your mind with possibilities, good ones, bad ones, mostly bad, if we're honest, because fear speaks louder than calm, than logic. And I wanted to reply, ask what's wrong, ask what happened, but something stopped me. right there, because sometimes you already know, not clearly, but enough. Enough to feel that something shifted, something changed without warning. And I hate that feeling, that unknown, that space between messages where nothing is said, but everything is felt. And I stared again at those words. We need to talk. Simple, but powerful, like a door, half open, inviting, but uncertain. And I realized something important. Whatever comes next will change something. Maybe everything, maybe us. And that thought stayed with me, heavy, uncomfortable, because change is never easy, especially when unexpected, especially like this. And I picked up my phone again, not to read, but to decide, what do I do now? Do I reply immediately? Do I wait? Do I act normal? Do I prepare? Because every option feels wrong, feels incomplete, feels uncertain. And I hate uncertainty more than bad news, more than truth, because at least truth is clear, even if painful, even if hard. But this waiting, this thinking, this guessing, it drains you slowly, and I don't want to feel like this. Not again, not now, but here I am, feeling it, without control, without answers. Just one message, one notification, changing everything already before the conversation even starts. And I know deep inside, this isn't small. This isn't nothing. This is something big, something real, something serious. And I can't ignore it. Not anymore. Because it's here, right in front, waiting for me to respond, waiting for me to face it, and I will soon, but not yet, not this second, because I need one moment to breathe, to prepare, to accept that whatever comes will come anyway, no matter what. And maybe this is the start of something ending or something changing. But either way, it's real, and I can feel it clearly that this message wasn't random. It was meant for me, and it found me right on time, even if I'm not ready, even if I'm not ready. That message stayed on screen, waiting quietly for me, and I couldn't ignore it. Not anymore. Not tonight. So I picked up my phone again, slowly, carefully, like it might break something inside. And I typed one simple line: what happened? Nothing extra, nothing emotional, just direct, just calm. Or at least it looked calm, because inside me everything wasn't. It was loud, very loud. Thoughts racing fast, heart beating harder. But my words stayed controlled, because sometimes calm is just hiding. And I pressed send without delay, because waiting longer wouldn't help. It would only grow the fear, and seconds passed too slowly. every moment stretching uncomfortably, like time decided to test me, and then suddenly you replied faster than expected, faster than normal, and that scared me more because quick replies mean something. They carry urgency, they carry truth, and I opened it immediately, not thinking twice, not breathing first, just reacting, pure instinct. And your words appeared right there. I didn't want to do this, and my chest tightened instantly because that sentence feels final, feels like ending, feels like loss. And I read it again, slower this time, trying to understand every part, but it didn't change. It didn't soften. It stayed heavy. It stayed real. And I felt that shift, that moment when everything changes quietly but completely. And I typed back without thinking, "What do you mean?" Short question, but full of fear, because I already knew somewhere inside, but I needed to hear it, needed clarity, even if painful, and you took a little longer, this time not immediate, like choosing words carefully, or maybe struggling to say it. And those seconds felt endless because waiting now hurts more than before, than anything. And finally, your reply came, "I can't do this anymore." And there it was, the truth, not hidden, not delayed, just clear, just direct, and it hit me hard, not loudly, but deeply, like something inside collapsed without warning, without sound, and I stared at the screen, not moving, not reacting, just feeling everything all at once. Because endings like this don't scream, they whisper, but they stay. And I wanted to say something, to fix something, to hold something, but nothing came, nothing formed. Because sometimes there are no words that can change what's decided. And I asked one last thing, why now? Simple question, heavy answer. Because timing matters, always. And your reply was different, not cold, not distant, just honest, just tired. I've been feeling this for long, and that hurt more than anything because it means I didn't see, didn't notice, didn't understand while standing right there next to you. And that realization cut deep because I thought we were okay, not perfect, but real. But maybe that was just me feeling something you already lost. And I sat there quietly, letting it sink slowly, because truth takes time to settle, especially when painful, especially like this. And I typed again one last time, not to change, but to accept. I understand. Two simple words, but heavy inside. Because understanding doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It just means you accept reality, even if it breaks something inside. And you replied, after that, thank you for everything. And that felt like goodbye. Final, complete, no questions left. no reasons needed, just an ending, wrapped in silence. And I looked at our chat one last time, carefully, every word, every memory, all still there, but different now, because meaning changes when things end, and what once felt like everything now feels like a memory. And I closed the chat, not fast, not suddenly, just slowly, like letting go, because that's what this is. Not losing, but releasing, not fighting, but accepting. And I sat there in silence, not broken, but changed, because something inside shifted quietly, completely, and I realized something important. Some endings come without warning, without closure, without preparation, but they still happen anyway. And all you can do is accept, not because it's easy, but because it's real. And tonight, I felt that clearly, deeply, that this message, this notification was never small, never random. It was the end in disguise, and I finally saw it for what it is, not confusion, not doubt, just truth, simple truth, and I accept it. Now, even if it hurts, even if it stays, because some things don't return, no matter how much you wish, and that's okay. It has to be. Some notifications change more than your screen, and some messages end everything. Tonight, it was real.